Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of English with Chris presents English Word of the Day. Today's word of the day is escalate. Escalate. Escalate is a verb, and the definition: to increase in extent, volume, number, amount, intensity, or scope. So basically, to increase in some way. Our examples for today are. And a warning here, so a lot of these examples will have something to do with some of the ongoing events. So if you'd rather not see any of that, then maybe come back tomorrow for a different word. Anyway, first example here: because hostility has started to escalate between the gangs, more officers are being added to the gang task force. So here we can see the hostility. So hostility is like bad will towards one another, or maybe violence in this case. So violence towards one another, because that's escalating. It's increasing in number. It's happening more often, perhaps. They're having to add more officers to the gang task force. So more officers in order to be able to deal with the gangs where the violence is now increasing. And our next example, so these are taken from recent news. So here we have: for all that, Russia remains a nuclear superpower with a fearsome capability to escalate the conflict that may yet prove decisive. Mark Champion, BostonGlobe.com, 24th of August 2022. So here it's saying remains, so still is a nuclear superpower with a fearsome, so a very worrying or scary capability to escalate, so to increase the conflict. So by adding more numbers, but maybe more weapons, or degree of severity. So here, obviously talking about nuclear superpower. So if someone were to use a nuclear weapon, that would obviously increase dramatically. So this is the escalation. And last but not least here, we have the first step to even have a chance at reconciling is for one person to take a step back and attempt to de-escalate, apologize, extend an olive branch, offer to make amends. Johnny Lamb, People Mag, 7th of September 2022. So, first of all, reconciling. This means making up. So, let's say you had a falling out with your friend. You're no longer friends for a very short period of time, and then you reconcile, so you are friends again. So in this case, we have the word de-escalate. So de is a prefix, and in this case, so escalate is going to mean the opposite. So the prefix de means to take away, so to take away some of the increase. So in this case, to decrease. And also interesting here, we have extend an olive branch. So we're not talking literally about someone holding up an olive branch from an olive tree. This means to basically concede, maybe. You're making the first move to apologize. So let's say it's mutual, you both did something wrong. You're going to that person first and you're extending an olive branch by saying, I'd like to apologize for my part in what happened, etc. So that's extending an olive branch. And the same here, offer to make amends, to make friends again in this case. or to be friends again. Okay, so that's it for our examples. Now we have our synonyms. We have expand, grow, heighten, raise, intensify. So basically, to grow and intensify, escalate, it's to increase in degree, increase in number, etc. Next, we have our etymology. As some of you maybe guessed, so escalate, verb, 1922, to use an escalator, back formation from escalator, replacing earlier verb escalade from 1801. From the noun escalade, escalate came into general use with a figurative sense of raise from 1959 intransitive, originally in reference to scenarios for possible nuclear war, as we saw from some of the examples. And these are just relating to the word. So hopefully this was a good word choice and you enjoyed the video. If you did, please do consider subscribing. I know that 97% of my viewers are not subscribed. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but for me, it would make a really big difference. So if it doesn't put you out, if it's not such a big deal for you either, to click that subscribe button and have another channel on your list, that would be awesome. And if you could consider commenting or sharing, that would also be great. Anyway, I hope you're having a lovely day and continue to do so. All the best, take care, and bye for now. Bye bye.